Okay, so to continue the question from yesterday, that the person saying, if the analogy of the sky and the clouds, and you remove the clouds and the sky, the clouds being the obscuration, and the sky being the mind of the Buddha is left, then we're saying that we're already Buddhas. Okay, the sky in that analogy does not mean the mind of the Buddha. Okay, the sky means it's referring to the clear light nature of the mind, which means the emptiness of inherent existence of the mind. Okay, now our mind is empty of inherent existence. The Buddha's mind is empty of inherent existence. They're the same in terms of being empty of inherent existence, but the object that is the basis of that emptiness is very different, because one is our mind and the other is the Buddha's wisdom mind. Okay, so saying that we have the clear light nature of the mind does not mean that we're already Buddhas. Okay, clear? And so similarly, saying that we have Buddha potential or Buddha nature does not mean that we're already Buddhas. There's some people who explain it like that like even the 32 marks and the 80 signs of the Buddha are already there in the Buddha nature. And no, they aren't on this body, you know. Okay, maybe some subtle body, but no, I don't see them. So the way my teachers have explained it is, when that's said, to you know, it's a way of encouraging us, saying that you know, we have the potential to become a Buddha. You know, that saying we're already Buddha is a way of, or put it this way, explaining that the Buddha nature means the qualities of the Buddha are already present is a way of encouraging us to practice to become a Buddha. But if you use reasoning, you can't say the qualities of the Buddha are already present, because then we would be pretty ignorant Buddhas. Okay? So for that reason, when we talk about the Buddha nature, it's talking about the potential. So one aspect is the emptiness of inherent existence of our mind, and the other aspect is the clear and knowing nature of our mind. Okay? The emptiness of inherent existence of our mind can become the emptiness of inherent existence of a Buddha's mind when our mind has been purified of all the obscurations and cultivated all the good qualities. What enables us to, it is that allows us to progress along the path in that way, or what it is that transforms into the actual Buddha mind, is what we call the evolutionary Buddha nature, which means the qualities of the mind like compassion, the clear and knowing nature of the mind, love, wisdom, the mental factors that we have now that can be fully developed so they become a Buddha's mind. Okay, so that's the evolutionary Buddha nature, and then you have the natural Buddha nature, which is the emptiness of inherent existence of the mind. Okay, so don't get confused here. We're not saying we're already Buddhas. We're not saying when the Buddha dissolves into you that, you know, you should become a Buddha at that very instant, because you have the clear light nature of the mind, and so does the Buddha. You know, because the basis for those two emptinesses of the mind are very different. Okay, clear? Okay. Well, I will do the second part of your question here. Regarding the Dharmakaya omniscient mind, is it dependently arisen phenomena? Yes, because everything that exists is dependent arisen. This is dependent arising. If it isn't a dependent arising, it doesn't exist. Okay, is it permanent, the Buddha's omniscient mind? No, because if it were permanent, it couldn't change, which means it couldn't perceive anything. It perceives everything, so it changes. Okay, it's conditioned. Yeah, so the wisdom aspect, yeah, the wisdom truth body of a Buddhist mind is a conditioned phenomena. The nature body of the Buddha's mind, which is the emptiness of true existence of the Buddha's mind, is an unconditioned phenomena. Okay, we talked about this some time ago, and so those videos are somewhere on YouTube, somewhere in the files. Maybe you can look on YouTube and find them and mark the numbers down or something. Okay, but they're there because we went through this. We talked about the 4 bodies of the Buddha, remember? And you were all going like... So we need to hear these things many times because we don't always get it at first. Okay?